public good. Mr Chairman? Mr Chairman?
Calling Denise Roach.
Mr Chairman? Mr Chairman?
Thank you, Mr Chairman. The purpose of the Local Government Act and the changes that are being promoted by this government are nothing less than evil, essentially. It is removing the four well-beings: environmental, economic, social and cultural well-being of communities is nothing short of nasty. This government doesn't like local government. The premise for this bill is a beat-up, and we've heard this from other speakers, and we've heard it in the evidence from Local Government New Zealand. We've heard it from the regulatory impact statement as well, which says that there's no evidence to suggest that local authorities are acting imprudently. The regulatory impact statement also says that this is a rush job, and I think we all know that we can follow the slogan that they use for reminding drivers to slow down, that the faster you go, the bigger the mess. And that is what will happen if we allow this bill to go through. This is a solution that's looking for a problem. And in fact, this is a solution that will create problems. This bill punishes local government, and it allows the national government to meddle and interfere in local government. And why would that happen? Why would you allow for the carve-up of assets and services? Why would you allow for communities to disband what they've set up over many, many years, which is accountable, transparent, democratic local representatives? And I want to pay tribute to the members of this House who have been active in local government, and I particularly want to acknowledge Tracy Martin from New Zealand First, who is a current serving member of the Rodney Local Board, as well as being a New Zealand First List MP. And she spoke very eloquently about what it was like to go through a forced amalgamation, and I was one of those representatives that was also representing my community as a local board member, and prior to that as an Auckland City Councillor, when we were forced and rushed into an undemocratic process that amalgamated the councils in the Auckland region. And during that time, sir, I can assure you that there was a hue and outcry about the fact that the national government was stealing from us as ratepayers, was stealing our democracy. Local government ain't broke in New Zealand, and there's no need to fix it. Local government does democracy well. It does it much better than this House does. There are annual plans, there are long-term council community plans, there are bylaws, there are other plans like waste management plans, there are the unitary plans. They all have submission processes. They all have processes where citizens are actively engaged and feed into the process. They participate. This bill destroys that participation. This bill will destroy democracy. When you reduce participation, that is what you do. You destroy democracy. And the reorganisation proposals in this bill and these amendments, even the ones that are being put forward by the government, don't go anywhere near restoring any type of democracy. And having been through an anti-democratic process, I certainly don't want to see this rolled out to other councils throughout New Zealand. So we'll be supporting the SOP, the Supplementary Order Paper by Eugenie Sage, to restore the democracy and the reorganisation proposals in Part 1 of this bill. The government's intention for this bill is clearly stated in the commentary that accompanied this bill into its second reading into the House, where it says The bill seeks to establish a more flexible range of mechanisms for Crown assistance and intervention in the affairs of individual councils, with the aim of providing assistance to councils before situations become critical. Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair.
The Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
The Chairman, I move that the question be now put.
Phil Twyford.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.